Welcome to Ellsworth Correctional Facility. We're so glad you came. Come take a look at what makes us different. The first door you come to is Human Resources, where all great careers start. We'll help you with the application process, we'll help you with all the paperwork, we'll interview you and give you an opportunity for a career at Ellsworth Correctional Facility. As you come into Ellsworth Correctional Facility, you will find the mailroom as well. Another one of those things you never think about until you come to work for a correctional facility. We have to process mail for 600 to 900 residents, both outgoing and incoming, as well as mail for 236 employees too. So a lot of work goes on in there. The next building we come to holds the administration offices. That's the warden, deputy warden, business administrator, policy and compliance, all of those offices. The next door over is our records department, and they track everything: sentence structure, detainers, releases, admissions. The door after that is IT. They have a huge job. IT for 236 employees, so they keep things running for all of us. Then we go right on into entry.
First, when you come in through entry, Miss Weber, you'll see a smile on her face. Check it in. You go through the process of clearing to get into the facility.
Anything that goes into the facility always comes through here. I enjoy being up here because we're the first step on security, and I take pride in that. And I try to train everybody else that comes in. Take pride in what you do, because we're the first step to keeping everybody safe inside.
We're getting ready to head into the facility through main control. There's only 2 ways to get into our correctional facility. Main control is one of those. The north gate is the other way. And here we go. This is basically the heartbeat of our correctional facility. She actually opens the doors out at the north gate as well. All radio traffic will come to her in emergency events so that she can monitor and log all of that. But this is where everyone gets their keys, radios, equipment when they come in to do their job. Behind you, you will see visitation. And we have the SLC food stand that makes food not only for the visits, but also for our staff when they're on shift. But visitation is one of those things that we highly support. We want them to keep in contact with their family. That is their natural support system and is absolutely imperative to their success, not only while they're incarcerated and making those changes, those cognitive changes, but also once they get out, and supporting them to make those changes once they're released.
What I do in here is I let people in and out of not only this area, but also the north gate. And that means trucks and any staff that need to come in and out of north gate. I make sure everybody gets swiped or they have a stamp on their wrist, on their left wrist. Otherwise, they're not able to enter the facility without extra special permission. I hand out radios, keys to all staff. I answer 1, 2, 3, sometimes 4 radios a day. I answer phones. I'm the main hub of the whole facility. Smile, say good morning, sunshine. That's my favorite thing, sunshine. Everybody sunshine, or good morning, darling.
We're now on the inside of Ellsworth Correctional Facility, and I'm going to point out each department as we go through. This particular area is not only the office that is used by compound and some of our training offices, but also physical therapy. That's one of the things that we were taking residents out for rather frequently. And we actually work through our contractor Centurion, and they have folks that come in and do the physical therapy here on site, which works a lot better for us. You'll see some different vehicles as we go. This is a large compound, and being able to get across it fast is important. You'll see bicycles for our responders so that they're able to not only respond quickly, but also breathe and communicate and actually do their job once they get there. We'll see those as we go, and we'll head on over here to security. The first offices we come to are our shift supervisors' offices, enforcement, apprehensions, and investigations, and our major and administrative captain's offices. If you can think about this as being the law enforcement hub of a little city within a city, it really helps. The shift supervisors do all of our supervision of our entire facility, weekends, evenings, and basically 24/7. And this is where they're housed. Enforcement apprehensions and investigations, that is who does all of our investigations for our entire facility. If they get intel that there's something they need to look into, they absolutely investigate that and report all of that to the warden. It's important that our facility is very safe, and in order to do so, those investigations are just critical. Our major's office is over here and the administrative captain as well. And so here is our law enforcement hub. We're gonna head out and go see the rest of the facility. We're heading into Ellsworth Correctional Facility now. We are a multi-custody facility, minimum custody, low, medium, high, medium, also special management. So we'll be seeing each one of those. You will see various different things that ensure our safety. Another one is the admin gate right here, another layer of security. Over this direction, we actually have a clinic. And it's just another one of those things you don't think about before you come to work for a correctional facility, but our gentlemen are going to need chronic care for medical conditions. They're going to need to see the doctor for sick call. They may need eye doctor appointments or dentist appointments. That's where those things happen. And within that clinic, we have a full staff of RNs, LPNs, PAs on site. It may be day-to-day doctor's appointments on the clinic side. It may be infirmary placements for those who need an extended stay over there with a little bit more supervision, or it may be actually triage for those who have an emergency situation to be treated right there and have an ambulance come in and take them maybe to a local hospital to be further treated. We also assist for those that need to see specialists, whether it's cardiologists or otherwise. If that care is necessary, we will work that out, get the referrals, and Centurion, our contract provider, does those things for us. We also have behavioral health, and that is up in Building 5. It's also under the Centurion roof, but we'll talk a little bit more about them later.
You walk into the Sally Port door and you're automatically welcomed by an open space. The SLC, the Spiritual Life Center, which most of the residents call the church, is where a lot of services are held. We hold a lot of different religions.
Once you get inside the gates, you will see this big building in the middle of the campus. The SLC, the Spiritual Life Center, fantastic place.
What you see here is our Spiritual Life Center at Ellsworth Correctional Facility. We're very proud to say we were the very first one in the state of Kansas, and it was built 100% from donated funds. And as you notice, there's even a steeple on top. That was actually placed there in 2004, completely built and dedicated in April of 2004, changed the tone of the entire correctional facility. This actually serves all faiths. So whether you're Protestant, Catholic, Muslim, United Tribes, Wiccan, it serves it all. But the one thing that is common, every gentleman needs that foundation of faith. And so this is where they will find that. We're going to go inside and take a look at the sanctuary as well. You're here inside the sanctuary, the Spiritual Life Center. Many of the services are held in here. You'll see beautiful lighting, you'll see wonderful sound systems. We have a praise and worship team that actually begins services here. We also have a Spanish praise and worship team. We have a drama team that starts off those services with a really wonderful and powerful measure. Other things that you'll see, we have stained glass windows that were donated, but all of these things were actually donated. Not a single tax dollar was spent to build this and support this. The foundation that this is now is Right Track Foundation, a 501c3. Many people need that foundation of faith before they can do anything else. And I'm going to tell you what, it is critical to becoming a law-abiding citizen and doing the right thing once you're out. And here's our baptismal. There's classrooms behind this. We actually have 2 chaplains and an administrative assistant that are here at Ellsworth Correctional Facility. We need them to serve our entire population, whether it is to provide services or the tenets of the faith, or sometimes we need them to provide that information on emergency situations about the family on the outside. But they are so good at what they do. Now, a couple other things that Ellsworth Correctional Facility does that are completely outside the box. The first weekend in December, we have an evening concert and an afternoon matinee. It is the Christmas concert, and we invite in our community. You have to make your reservations early because it is absolutely sold out very fast. It is free, but you have to reserve your tickets. We also have, in the spring, a dinner theater. So we replace all of these chairs with round tables, beautiful white tablecloths. Our gentlemen that work for the Right Track Foundation and Spiritual Life Center come in in button downs. They serve the food. We have a fabulous stage stage with full props. It's amazing. Once again, inviting in the community to see our gentlemen to find out they are absolutely someone's brother, father, son, and they get to find out some of the positive things they do while incarcerated. In addition to the primary religious services and providing everything for the tenets of faith, our chaplaincy does an excellent job of getting volunteers into our correctional facility for a number of reasons. We have weekends that are called Brothers in Blue, where volunteers come in and work exclusively with our gentlemen. We have revivals that come. It may be with motorcycles, it may be with car shows, it may be a Mennonite choir that comes in and sings, but you know what? Every time we can get someone from the outside come in and work with our gentlemen, it is a positive win-win situation. Both of them learn things about each other, and that's where we want to be in the future.